Welcome to Rossen Reports. This is an emergency briefing because we have to talk about the biggest and most dangerous Walmart scams happening right now in 2026. These are exploding, and there are a lot of them, but I've whittled it down to what I consider the worst five, and we're going to count them down from number 5 to at the end of the show, the number 1 Walmart scam happening right now that you need to watch out for. We're going to break these scams down for you. You're going to see exactly how they do it. We're going to take you inside the scams, and we're also, as you know, we don't just present problems here. We give you solutions. We're going to teach you how to protect yourself from this, and these are little tweaks. You don't have to be like MacGyver, right? We're all regular people. We're regular shoppers who just want to go about our lives and don't need like that one extra thing on top. Okay? So these are going to be really easy tweaks that you can do to make sure that you're not a victim. And you're going to want to share this video with all of your friends, your family, anybody you care about, because this is important. This is the stuff that will save you thousands of dollars and lots of sleepless nights. As the tech gets better, as AI gets better, the scammers get better. And by the way, some of these scams that have made my top 5 of 2026 at Walmart are pretty low tech. So there are some high-tech scams going on, but they are still relying on low-tech, but then they integrate some high-tech into it. We're going to get into all that. In the meantime, hit like and subscribe. Really, really helps. When you hit like, hit that little thumbs up button. It's free, but it really, really helps us out. It teaches the algorithm that this is important content for people to see, and they spread it wide and, near and far. So we want that. And join the chat. Let us know where you're from. I see you guys are already commenting. What's going on? You can't wait to watch. We're right here. Cat Lover, 1842. Hello from New Jersey. You got it, Kin fan. So let it rip. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know what scams you're seeing out there with Walmart, some of your experiences with Walmart, because we're a community here and we all like to share it as well. I'm going to show you, Joseph. We're getting right down to it. Let's do it. And so keep it coming. Let's start with number 5. I want to get right into this, the gift card scam. This is a hugely popular one, and it's getting even worse in 2026. I talk to law enforcement sources all the time. I talk to cybersecurity experts all the time. I've been doing this for decades, guys. You can probably tell by my gray hairs. I've been doing this for a while. And we talk a lot, and I'm up on top of everything going on. The gift card scam, it's just getting worse and worse and worse. And this is one of the low-tech ones. So what happens is these scammers, like at Walmart, the racks of gift cards, right? Everything from Amazon gift cards to Cheesecake Factory, whatever. They are going in and just grabbing a bunch of them, which no one questions. They just walk by and they grab a bunch. No one cares. And they go into a corner of the store, or they go, somewhere just as they're shopping. And what they're doing is they're taking photos of each card, okay? And what they're doing is they're taking photos of the actual numbers on the back of the card. And I'm going to tell you why in just a second. Now, what you're saying is, hey, I buy gift cards. There's usually like a magnetic strip over it, or there's like a piece of a sticker. They have figured out ways with I've seen video with X-Acto knives. I mean, they have it down where they can peel it back. They write down the number, or they take a photo of the number, even the PIN number on it. Then they are able to put that sticker right back on it. Then they put that gift card back on the rack. Why do they do that? Because the gift card isn't activated until you buy it, and then it's activated. And when you activate it, they know something. They know it's a gift card. They know from the time it's activated to the time that you gift it to whoever you're going to gift it to. And by the time they go to Walmart and they buy stuff, they have time. So what they do is they run down those phone numbers the card numbers every day that they've written down or taken a photo of, and they see when it's been activated. And the minute it is, boom, it's a race. Who's going to spend that money on the gift card first, you or the scammer? And they often win because they get right out there. The minute the thing's activated, they are at a Walmart. Oh, can we go back to that last comment, Jen, just for a second? They lost $6,000 did I just read that right? Lost $6,000 in gift card scams last year, Sherry. See, it happens. And we're talking about big, big money because you spend money it just happened to a grandma. It just happened to a grandma. She bought a gift card for her grandson and got scammed. Watch this, clip 1.
Barbara Chalovich bought her grandson a $500 Walmart gift card after he graduated from university in June. When he went to use the card to buy camping equipment, he was surprised to find out almost all the money on it was gone.
When Max went to use the $500 card, there apparently was only $62.50 left on the card.
Her grandson had opened the gift card at the Walmart checkout.
They ran a history on it, which we had photos of too, of where the card fraudulent charges were made. And he doesn't even live in the town that the fraudulent charges were made.
Yeah, of course not, because these scammers usually will go into Walmarts several towns away, right? They'll go several towns away. They can go to Walmart anywhere. They're on vacation. They can go to Walmart. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because they can activate that. They can see when it's activated from anywhere in the world. So here's the quick tip. And this is something I do personally that is very, very easy. Never buy gift cards off the racks. Just don't do it. Go to checkout and say, hey, do you have any gift cards behind that you guys have back there or in the back? Because those have not been touched. And now I at my local Walmart, they don't allow that. They have the gift cards right there sort of toward the front, but they don't keep any behind the checkout. I don't buy gift cards at Walmart for that reason. Just don't buy them. They sell gift cards in a lot of places. You want to make sure that it's not been touched by a scammer. Now, if you insist on getting a gift, you're in a rush, you're late for a birthday party and you forgot to get a gift, and you swing into a Walmart or another retailer, and they only have the gift cards on the racks, I want you to look very, very carefully at the back. The scammers are assuming you're not doing this because we're in a rush. Who's going to the back to look at the exact? So make sure the sticker, because you can usually tell if the sticker has been peeled. It's not as adhesive. It's not as sticky. You can tell when the machine stuck it on and it hasn't been moved versus when a scammer's kind of peeled it up and then peeled it back. Look very, very carefully and use your gut. And there are a lot of gift cards there, so just fly through. Also go to the ones in the back of the shelf. But what made me really angry about the case that I just showed you with the grandma and the grandson is what happened when they called Walmart to say what happened. Watch this.
Chalovich says she's been going back and forth with Walmart trying to get a refund for the past 6 months.
I'm disappointed and upset,
6 months.
that at store level they can't do something about this.
CTV News reached out to Walmart on Chalovich's behalf. A spokesperson said, "We reissued her a new gift card for the full amount and apologized for the service she received when she brought this concern to our attention."
Here's what makes me so angry about this, because I've done this for so long. I've done consumer reporting for a very long time, and I've made those calls to these companies on behalf of people, but we can't be everywhere. It shouldn't take a news station to call them to get this resolved. There just needs to be a better way. So they got made whole, but not everyone can. Not everyone's going to get a news story done on them. And again, join the chat. Let me know if this happens to you. I can't promise anything, but I do try to help as many people as I possibly can. So if this has happened to you, drop a comment. Let me know. If this does happen to you, obviously complain to your Walmart. Try to keep receipts. I always say, and this is going to be a theme through this scam show, use credit cards instead of cash or even debit cards. Because when you use a credit card, you can instantly dispute it with your credit card company. And in fact, while they're investigating, they usually free that money up in your account. They basically favor you during the investigation process. So they don't do that for debit cards necessarily because the money's already out of your account. It's gone. It's taken out. Credit card company, it's just a little easier to dispute. Also, we have at the bottom, I want you to report it to the FTC. They need to know about this stuff because these are where we get all our stats from. This is where the government decides how much money to put into this. So report it to reportfraud.ftc.gov, right there at the bottom of the screen. Reportfraud.ftc.gov if this happens to you. Scam number 4 at Walmart, the bricking scam. This is a version of return fraud. And yes, I know what you're saying. Well, that's kind of Walmart's problem, right? I mean, the retailers lose like $100 billion a year on this, but it's not. It's not just their problem. Hugely our problem. I'm about to show you why. Wait until you see these videos. Bricking is when scammers buy something from Walmart, bring it home, take the new thing out of the box, keep that new thing, and then refill the box with crap. Like anything. that weighs about what the other thing weighed, so it won't be obvious to the person at the return counter, who sometimes check, sometimes don't, okay? Or they have a broken one that they put in there. Your PlayStation broke, they buy a new PlayStation, take the old PlayStation, stick it in, it still looks like a PlayStation. The woman takes it out, she's like, oh, it's a PlayStation. Give you your money back. And guess what they sometimes do, these retailers, and you can't blame them. They ask you sometimes, is there anything wrong with it? And a lot of times people are like, it didn't really work, or no. But this stuff ends up back on the shelves and you buy it. You go to Walmart, you buy the stuff, any retailer, and you're buying the used crap, the stuff that's been returned, but you don't know it. This is exploding in 2026. And when you see, I have a couple of examples here. Watch what happens when this woman bought a Lego set for, I think it was over $100, which we'll talk about the cost of Legos later. Insane. But watch what she actually got when she opened the box. Bought this, what she thought was new from Walmart.
Okay, we just bought this from Walmart for a birthday gift. And the birthday boy was opening it, and he opened it up. Okay, and guess what was in it? No instructions. And check this out. Pasta. Somebody filled it full of pasta and put it back in the box.
Right.
And then sold it at Walmart. We bought it at Walmart, over $100 that my 17-year-old bought this for her boyfriend. And it's full of pasta.
I mean, that is actually insane, but it actually gets even more extreme. This next woman's case is just made me so angry. She did everything right. This is, when I say more extreme, she bought high-end electronics, stuff that costs a lot of money. And in her case, you know how they keep the really expensive stuff behind the glass? You have to have an employee come unlock it, right? So she has an employee come unlock it. I think she was buying the Meta Vision Quest. You know, I think those are the VR goggles or whatever. And those are expensive. And, you know, the Walmart employee comes over, she says, and she takes the stuff, she gets the stuff from the case. Why in the world would you think you're not getting something brand spanking new straight from the factory? Ooh, did she get screwed? Clip 4.
So, the day after Christmas, I went into the Walmart in Houston, Texas on Silver Road and got a MetaQuest. Not even the cheap version. All they had was a $500 version. I really wanted it, so I purchased it. The guy got it out of the cage. We went through the whole thing in the electronics area. Super exciting. Took it home, right? So once I started using it, it really couldn't hold a charge. It power cycled. I wasn't even happy with the quality. I felt like it was really grainy and not what I was expecting, essentially. So I was like, you know what? I still have the box. I still have the full receipt. I kept everything because I'd never had one. And I brought it back, right? So I go into Walmart, I take it back, and they tell me that the serial number does not match the item to the receipt, and essentially insinuate that I had switched the item out, right? So I'm working with just people at customer service, and they call somebody from electronics in, and they're two younger kids, and they start saying, well, you know, we often get returns that are not done correctly, and they bring it back with the wrong serial number, so you probably just got resold something. So they tell me they cannot
pause that just for 1
process the return.
second. Pause it for 1 second. So, right. So she's talking about, so the pasta in the Lego box obviously doesn't belong there. Those were never Legos. That's pasta. This is one where they actually return a real Vision Quest, but it's an old one, so it's not matching the serial number on the box that they scanned. And they're like, this thing is supposed to match this. So, of course, it's like always our luck, right? It's always the good people's luck, where the scammer gets away with the return, but we don't get away with the return when we're telling the truth. Sorry, keep playing it.
And they're kind of laughing and stuff, which is already kind of escalating the situation. And I said, look, let me just talk to maybe the manager of electronics, because we've got to figure out what has gone wrong, essentially. So they call over the manager of electronics, and they take it to the back, and they go to look at the footage, right? They take the device with them. And I'm sitting there waiting, and they go to make sure that I actually purchased it. So on the camera, they see that I came the day after Christmas. Okay. I got it straight from the cage. I bought it there. Everything checks out, because obviously not lying. So they come back and they say, look, we still can't return it. So, you know, I know you're upset, but there's nothing we can do. And I'm like,
Unbelievable.
look, this item was not switched out. So we really need to investigate why I can't get my money back. So they call in the coach, or it was a woman, and she, again, was like zero help, like not willing to do it. So I'm like, how do I investigate this to get this further? So they give me a phone number. So I call the phone number, and it is literally Walmart.com. They weren't willing to give me the general manager or the person who runs the store. They said he was in Colorado. But I guess what I'm asking, I looked on Reddit. This is like a common issue that people see at Walmart. How did people resolve this?
Yeah, great question. It is common. It's the bricking scam. So here's the problem. They think you're the scammer. There's no difference to them at this point whether you're telling the truth or not, because you have returned something with a serial number that's off. So there's only so much they're going to do. They stick her into the main Walmart, 1-800 number, which is annoying. Again, back to my old advice, always use I have more advice too, but always use a credit card. Immediate dispute. Take photos of everything. Immediate dispute. And you can actually, tell your credit card company who's really on your side, depending on your credit card company. That's probably another video. Yeah, we should do a video on that. Best credit card company. Can we write that down somewhere? Best credit card companies that have your back when you dispute something. We're going to get on that. So that's one thing you should do. The other one is, whenever you're at Walmart or any retailer now, I want you to look at the box. If there is tape on it, just don't buy it. Maybe it's legit. Maybe it was a return where the thing is still good. Maybe it's been factory fine. Great for the next guy, but not you. Put it back, get another one, and you can tell when it's never been opened before. And check the box. How is it packed up? Open it right in the store, with an employee, and say, I'm opening this up because I watch Rossen reports, and yeah, there's a lot of bricking going on, and I don't want to get caught up in it. Now, there's another issue to this too, because even if you never get caught up in this, you are paying for it. Because the retailers are losing so much money on these return scams, guess what they're doing? They're making return policies stricter and stricter. They're making it harder and harder to return things, because they're like, look, if you guys aren't going to behave yourselves, and we're talking about the scammers here, if there are more of them that are costing us money, we're going to take it out on everyone, because we're running a business here and we can't keep hemorrhaging money, and we're going to just make it harder to return things. So we all end up paying for this. In fact, some retailers actually will start, are now charging restocking fees. I returned something to Best Buy the other day, and they're like, well, that'll be a restocking fee. I'm like, I bought it yesterday. What? And it just does, I don't like it. And they're like, well, sorry. It's a restocking fee. Walmart doesn't charge restocking fees, but a lot of other places do, and it's all because of this. It's because they keep losing money to scammers on returns. So that's my advice. Don't buy anything with tape on it. Scam number 3 at Walmart, the third-party reselling scam. I've actually done a lot of research on this. All the major retailers, from Amazon down to Target down to Walmart, have third-party resellers on their platforms. So when you go to Walmart.com, you're like, oh, I'm on Walmart.com. There's the Walmart logo. I feel safe. Everything looks the same. But is it fulfilled by Walmart, or is it coming from a third-party seller? Because the rules are entirely different. When you buy from a third-party seller, and if you've ever done this, when you try to return something, you're like, oh, I have 30 days. They're like, no, you don't. You have to go through a whole rigmarole with them and all that. And there's a major problem on Walmart.com specifically that CNBC did an investigation on, a massive investigation about how there are all of these scammers on Walmart.com posing as real third-party sellers, selling fakes, selling counterfeits perhaps, things that could be toxic or could be dangerous for you. And why is that happening? Why are they allowing it? CNBC walked us through this. You are going to see exactly how this happens. And they spoke with a former Walmart employee who is now a whistleblower, saying what was happening behind the scenes at Walmart and what they were being told. She was on the team, she says, that helped to vet these third-party sellers, allowing them onto the platform. Because remember, here we go. Oh, sorry. Just remember, when you're on there, you're looking at that Walmart logo and you're like, I'm safe. Okay, that's all I had to say. Now you can play it.
Just down the street from Chicago's iconic Wrigley Field, is Dimo's Pizza, known for serving up slices to hungry baseball fans. Its menu has classics like pepperoni pies to creative combos like chicken and waffles. What's not on the menu? Luxury beauty products. But here's Dimo's Pizza selling Lancome face cream on Walmart's online marketplace for just $25.99. A 91% discount from its typical retail price of $280.
Just to be clear, you don't have a side hustle selling beauty products on Walmart.com, right?
I do not, no. We just make pizza here.
Dimitri Circa Nicolau, the restaurant's owner, was startled when we told him there was a third-party seller on Walmart.com using his business credentials to sell Lancome beauty cream. And lab testing confirmed the cream was counterfeit.
That somebody could just take our name and sell whatever they would like doesn't feel good.
During our investigation into Walmart's marketplace, we identified at least 43 instances, including Dimo's, where a business's name and address were stolen to create a third-party seller account. Walmart declined an on-camera interview, but in a statement wrote trust and safety are non-negotiable, and that it has a zero-tolerance policy for prohibited or non-compliant products. Walmart said it could share more details about its robust vetting processes, but only on the condition that we would not report it publicly because it could compromise the integrity of our trust and safety systems. We spoke with more than a dozen current and former Walmart employees about the company's vetting process. Tammy Jones was one of those former employees. She said she reviewed seller applications that failed the initial automated process. When she first took the role, she said the requirements to join the marketplace were strict. But over time, Jones said there was pressure from management to approve more sellers.
Why was Walmart so inclined to get so many sellers onto the platform?
They wanted to take away from other companies that are doing basically the same thing to be able to beat the competition.
And who were they competing against?
Amazon. We were told we have sellers that are leaving Amazon because Amazon is more strict. You all are more lenient, so I'm going to take my products from there.
That's frightening, isn't it? That they're not as stringent as maybe an Amazon. And it does tell you, and this is important for you to know, when you buy from a third-party seller, you're basically on your own. You don't have the backing of Walmart, because Walmart's like, look, we sell products, but also Walmart.com is our online marketplace where we have third-party sellers, and they make the rules about their return policies and what they send and how they do business and all that. So you are really by yourself. And I'm going to show you exactly where on the Walmart website to check, because you can find out really quickly before you hit purchase, is this coming from a third-party seller? How many reviews do they have? Are they a pro seller, which is, a marking that only the good ones get with a good track record. So I'm going to show you exactly on Walmart.com where to look for that on the screen so you are protected. But first, there's even a more extreme story, because I wanted to show you what happens when you try to get Walmart to back you when a third-party seller screws you. It ain't pretty. This guy and his wife, they got ripped off by a third-party seller, they say. Expensive birthday gift for their son from a third-party seller. And listen to the runaround they get. He actually recorded the phone call with the Walmart representative when they called. Play it.
She says that we're not getting our money back and there's nothing anyone at Walmart can do about it. So, I'm going to play that clip.
Department denied the refund. No one in Walmart had the access to refund you back.
Yeah, well, the guy I just talked to said they're issuing a refund.
It's better. I'm sorry, sir, the voice is far. What you're saying?
The guy that I talked to said that he's issued the refund. It was issued on the 18th.
He said that he had raised. No, there was a refund request raised. Not issued.
Oh no, he said issued.
Until now you confirmed you didn't receive any confirmation email for a refund.
No, I did not. So how do we get our money back?
Yes. So
how do we get our money back? Because it's fraud. They defrauded us on Walmart.com.
Of course.
The third-party seller doesn't even exist anymore. Everybody at Walmart knows it's fraud. But I haven't been issued a refund yet. Why? Does everybody that commits fraud on Walmart get away with it? Sorry, go ahead.
No,
I'm sorry.
of course, sir. We are taking... No worries at all. So what I was saying here that I'm just explaining to you our process and my personal advice. As per the process, yes, as long as the billing department denied the refund, no one in Walmart will be able to refund you. That's why I'm advising you, as far as everything is documented on our site and all our calls are recorded, and as you mentioned regarding the third-party seller, so I'm advising you, just contact your bank and directly dispute the charges.
Just call your bank. That's Walmart telling you to do that. Hey, have your bank fight this. Nothing we can do for you here. So that's what happens when you purchase from third-party sellers. So again, dispute this with your financial institution. It's really your only recourse. And this is where you can find if it's Walmart fulfilling it or a third-party seller. So when you're actually on the actual page and you're looking at the product, okay? Do we have that? There it is. The product's right there, all the way on the right. Okay, all the way on the right, that big panel is this, and I kind of blew it up for you a little. And you can see this one is being sold and shipped by that third-party seller. In this case, this is a pro seller. So this is a real legitimate third-party seller. And they have pretty good ratings. They have 104, 108 reviews. So that's pretty good. And you can pop into those reviews and take a look at them. And you can actually click on to the name of the third-party seller. Do they have a brick and mortar store? Is it someplace overseas? Is it here in the States? Do they have an actual address? Do they have a phone number if there are issues? Does it match? Are you, going back to that other example, people were buying Lancome products from a place called Dino's Pizza. Now, you wouldn't normally buy makeup from Dino's Pizza. Those people aren't stupid. They just didn't know where to look on the thing to see it was a third-party seller. They see the big Walmart logo. They assume they're getting Lancome from Walmart, even though they're not. So now you know what to do. Look at that. Make sure the third-party seller is legit, that the name matches with what you're doing. It's not Dino's Pizza when you're buying makeup products. It's Dino's makeup products. I don't know, I'm making that up, but whatever. Make sure it matches. Click into the actual store. Make sure it's a real thing, and you know that's how you avoid getting screwed. Walmart does say, by the way, that after they receive more than one complaint about a third-party seller, they cancel the contract with them. But there are a lot of them. There are a lot of them out there. Up next, the top 2 most dangerous Walmart scams of 2026. These are doozies. But first, a quick word from our sponsor. This episode is brought to you by Surfshark. You know I focus on protecting your money and your privacy. That's why I'm so happy Surfshark is a sponsor. I don't recommend anything I don't use myself, and I love this product. I want to talk about the services and how this saves you money first. When you're online, companies can track where you're shopping from, what you're clicking on, even what network you're on. They use that information to change prices. It's price discrimination. Surfshark is a VPN, which means it encrypts your internet activity and helps hide it from trackers and snoopers. It also lets you change your online location, so retailers and websites have a much harder time tracking you or jacking up prices based on where you appear to be browsing from. It's also huge for online security, especially on public Wi-Fi. It adds a full layer of protection to everything you do online, including your personal data. Oh, and this is awesome too. One account works on unlimited devices, so your whole family is protected at once. You know I also love deals. Surfshark is offering a special right now. Love this. If you want to try it, just go to https://surfshark.com/Rossen or use the code Rossen at checkout to get 4 extra months of Surfshark. There's also a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can take your time, see if it's right for you. There's no risk. So secure your privacy right now at surfshark.com/Rossen. Use the code Rossen at checkout. We are counting down the top 5 worst and most dangerous scams at Walmart in 2026. We're up to number 2. The Walmart secret shopper scam. Very easy to get caught up in this. We're all looking for side hustles. We're all looking for extra money as everything gets more expensive. This thing comes in the mail, or it comes in an email, or it's posted on a job board. It's a fake job that says, we're going to give you a ton of money. We're going to send you money right now ahead of time. And we just need you to do these little tasks around these different stores. They say they're working with the retailer and they just have these things that they need done. And you're going to be this secret mystery shopper for them. And they're going to pay you all this money and they're going to dump it right into your bank account. Just give us your bank account information. There's a woman and her boyfriend, or the boyfriend got the email and he sent it to the girlfriend, and she was looking for a side hustle and she fell for it. And what happened to her? Nightmare. Watch this.
He got an email from a LinkedIn associate that said, hey, I've been doing this secret shopper online for 6 weeks, and depending on how much time you have, you can make up to $2,000 on the side. And I thought, oh, sweet.
Harvey signed up for the secret shopper job with DSG Associates Inc. online. The next day, she was hired.
15 minutes of my time for $350. Sounds easy.
They mailed her an assignment package, which included 3 cashier's checks totaling $2,850 and a list of instructions.
Go cash these 3 cashier checks, and it said go down to your local Walmart and get 5 gift cards of $500. And let us know about your experience. Do not tell them that you're a secret shopper.
Harvey went to the bank the next day and deposited the checks. She used that money to buy $2,500 worth of Walmart gift cards and kept the rest of the money as her commission.
The other thing that they asked me to do is to scratch off the back, the silver part of the back. And I kind of thought that was a little strange, but I thought, well, you know, it'll save me from having to send them the cards.
So she texted them pictures of the back of the cards. They were so impressed, they offered her another job.
And I was excited. I was like, oh, they think I did a good job. So that night, Wednesday night, I just looked at my Chase account just to make sure what's all in there, what's not. I am negative $2,000. And I'm like, and I have nothing in savings. It's zero, and it says negative. And I went, oh my God, what? How do I not have any money? How do I not have anything?
She learned the cashier's checks she deposited were fake, and she was responsible for covering the funds.
It hurts when you feel like you have nothing. Like when you don't even have $25 to open up another banking account to have some sort of money.
And as for DSG Associates, the company is real, but the folks behind this gig are imposters. There was no answer at the fake company's phone, and their website has now been taken down. The real company warns consumers about these rampant schemes that have cost consumers tens of thousands of dollars.
It was like, you might as well just come to my house, rob it, take everything in my house, and leave me just sitting here with nothing, because that's how I feel.
Just awful. And obviously, easy with hindsight to look back. I always applaud these victims who come out because, you know, they can open themselves up to ridicule. I have talked to so many victims over the years. I am telling you right now, I have interviewed rich, powerful people who've been scammed. I've interviewed middle class, every economic level, every level of smarts. It's got nothing to do with it. These scammers know it's psychological how to pull on us. And I know you're like, why would you go deposit cashier checks? Why? Because you're like, what's the harm? It's a check. I'm going to deposit it. But what that does is it tells your brain, oh, I'm already making money. And that actually there's a psychological trait where when somebody does something for you, and again, this is subconscious, and they do you a favor, and in this case, it's sending her that $2,600, you want to go do a favor for them. So you start ignoring red flags. It's all psychology. The scammers know it. So obviously, anytime anybody sends you money in the mail or promises you money before you do a job, unless it's your friend Bill or something who you know, it's a scam. It's a massive red flag. But what's even more brilliant, and I say diabolically brilliant, about this scam is that there actually is a legitimate mystery secret shopper side hustle that you can do. And there is a real one. It's actually the Mystery Shopping Providers Association. This is the website. This is real. Retailers hire them. And what they want people to do is to go undercover, Go into Walmart and, hey, how long did it take you to get greeted at the front door? Were the shelves messy? They'll give you a certain number of tasks. How long did it take at the checkout line? Once you started the checkout, how long did it take you? This is legitimate. So these scammers are able to start, and you saw that other company was a real company too. They're imposters. So the real tell is when they start sending you money in the mail and the tasks seem off, like taking the numbers off of gift cards, which goes back to our number 5 scam, the gift card scam. I actually want to bring in my producer Jen, because Jen, you've actually done this, right? You the legitimate one, not the scammy one, the Mystery Shopping Providers Association. Can you just briefly tell us what they had you do and how much money you can make on this? Because I like to tell you about good side hustles too, the legitimate ones.
Yes, I actually did this for the retailer Lush, which is in a lot of shopping malls. And I signed up, just had to go in for about 15 minutes. And then I had to provide a report. They just wanted you to talk to the employees, get a little bit of product knowledge. And then with every report for every visit that I went on, they would then send me a $25 gift card to the store to get products. And I shopped a lot, so that was worth it.
And so you were undercover, and the employees weren't supposed to know that you were a secret shopper.
That's correct. Yeah. Although I totally
cool.
felt like they knew.
Oh, they knew? Yeah, probably. They probably been. Wait, and so you made $25 for like a 15-minute trip?
That's right. Yep. It's totally worth it. I mean, if I was going to be there anyway, why not get free product? And it only took 15 minutes of time to write up a report afterwards.
But here's the key. Jen got paid after she did it, not before. And it was a $25 gift card, not $2,600, which is insane. I think if they'd offer you $2,600, you'd be like, well, that's a lot of money for what I'm doing.
Yes, absolutely. And I did register on this this new website that you just mentioned. And I've already gotten into it and could probably start accepting jobs as early as tomorrow. Coffee shops, auto shops, mattress shops, and they tell you what you'll receive as far as compensation. And a lot of these places, if it's a restaurant, they will reimburse you if you purchase food up to a certain amount as well. So
that's cool. All right, let's call up that website one more time just so people can see it. This is the Mystery Shopping Providers Association. Can we get that back up? We can. There it is. MSPA, Americas. So this is the Mystery Shopping Providers Association. Thanks, Jen.
Yep.
I'm glad you have a side hustle. Awesome. All right. So now I want to talk about the top most dangerous Walmart scam of 2026, the AI phishing voice scam. This is exploding right now, and there's a very specific one happening at Walmart. 8 million calls already, fake phone calls, scam phone calls being sent out. 8 million of these. And it's always the same thing. I don't know why. I guess these scammers have a sense of humor. It's always, well, not always, but most of the time from Carl or Emma from Walmart. That's the new iteration of this. It's from Carl or Emma. They say, hey, we just noticed that you bought a PlayStation. That's what they're doing, a PlayStation for $19. You'll hear the recording in a second. So $919, and there's an issue. Is this fraud? We need to verify your bank details. Here's a local news report about it very recently. This is brand new.
The watchdogs at Scamicide say crooks are using artificial intelligence to make realistic-sounding calls to lure you into a trap. The caller may claim to be a Walmart employee named Carl or Emma, informing you that you've been charged $919.45 for the purchase of a PlayStation 5, and you should press 1 or call back if you want to cancel or dispute that order. If you take the bait, you'll be connected to a live scammer who will start asking for personal and financial information in order to cancel the order. But of course, unless you really did just buy a PlayStation 5, there was no order, and this is all just a scheme to trick you out of your money and information. Don't fall for this one. Even if you halfway suspect you may have been mistakenly charged, hang up on the caller and call Walmart customer service yourself. That number's easy to remember, 1-800-WALMART. Confirm with them that there was no mistaken charge and the call you got was a fraud.
Yeah, and I want to play you the actual recording. This one, they changed it up a little. The scammer was feeling crazy. He went with Patrick, but this is what it'll sound like. And again, AI is getting advanced and more advanced. So whatever we're showing you now, by the end of 2026, it's going to be a lot better. So here's what it sounds like. And this is Patrick from Walmart. Fake,
hey, this is Patrick from Walmart. A pre-authorized purchase of PlayStation 5 with Special Edition and Pulse 3D headset is being ordered from your Walmart account for an amount of $919.45. To cancel your order or to connect with one of our customer support representatives, please press 1.
Yep, so that's what happens. Then you press 1 and you are connected to the live scammer who sounds like they could be in a call center. Hey, this is Jeff from Walmart. Thank you for calling the fraud protection hotline. We just need to verify a couple of things. Somebody's using your Walmart and your credit account and your credit card right now to try buy this PlayStation. Did you authorize that charge? You're like, no. And then they're like, oh, okay, well, we need to verify this is you, and then we'll start the return process. And meanwhile, they get all your information and use it. And you're like, oh, I would never fall for that. But I'm telling you right now, they do it because people fall for it. And it doesn't make you stupid. It just means we all have busy lives, and there's some level of trust we put in institutions. So when we get a call, we assume it's true, but do not. Walmart will never call you to say this to you. They won't do it. If you get this call, I want you to immediately hang up. Don't do a thing. Don't talk to them. Don't interact with them. Hang up the phone call and go to walmart.com or go into your Walmart app, into your actual account. If there is an issue, you will see it in your account. If there is actual fraud, you will be notified. And on top of that, you should be always monitoring your credit card transactions on your credit card app, and you should dispute it the second you see something happening, and they'll send you a new card. Do not fall for the Walmart AI phone scam, but it is number one. It is something we are watching very closely that will explode in 2026. Really hope we helped. If you enjoyed this, if you found this helpful, check out my other video about Amazon scams exposed. We have 4 massive Amazon scams that you need to see, and we'll see you next time.